waiting for this to record. Alright, hey, I'm Pascal from Orangepixel. Welcome to a video. This is the second time I'm recording this video. The first time this microphone was not working and wasn't turned on. It was working, it just wasn't turned on. Now it is, sorry for that. So we're gonna do it again. I'm actually about to leave for a little long weekend off. So I don't have a lot of time and I'm now doing it for the second time. So I'm gonna play Gauntlet of Power, the game I'm working on, or one of the games I'm working on. There's a new demo available on Steam. I just pushed that live as well. Check Discord, check the description, links are everywhere. We're gonna do a little run. The game is just, I'm just so excited about the game. It still amazes me that I had this game loop. It was a very short, tiny, simple game loop and it just worked. And now I can just build on top of that. And that makes the whole development of this game go pretty fast. And there's still so many things and many ideas I want to add. So it's not done. It's far from done. Still so many things I'm going to add to it. But it's so very playable already. So let's grab the Gauntlet of Power. And I'll walk you through some things that have changed since the last demo. These objects weren't in the rooms, I think, and now they are, or maybe they were, not sure, but they're easier to destroy now, and they will actually drop loot and items and things like that. So for those that haven't seen the game before, it's a combination of sorts from Binding of Isaac meets Vampire Survivors with a little bit of Heroes of Loot and maybe a little bit of Zelda in there. It's a pretty cool concept. So the shooting is done automatically in the direction you mount those weapons, and you just have to avoid all these enemies that come at you, and there's a lot of enemies coming at you, and then try to gain items and loot and find treasure rooms, secret rooms. There will be tiny quests in the game. There will be little puzzle-like areas or rooms without enemies, but just you having to survive them. There's going to be a lot, and it's really such a joy running around in these dungeons. It really gives that adventure vibe, and I love it. I love my own game, and it's almost hard to believe I'm creating this game. It's that good, which is sad for the other game I'm working on, which is also good, but it doesn't have this feeling just yet. So I'm gonna try to build a bunch of these things into Regulated City as well, and the better this game does, the more time I have to focus on Regulated City. So it all works out and connects pretty well. So new HUD, new interface up there. The status bar has been simplified, and dialogues and things have all been simplified and unified so that they all look the same. I was pretty much grabbing stuff from older games here and there and then combining those things, and now we have a proper look. I do hope that my laptop is not, you don't hear the fan too much. If it's too loud, I'm sorry. I don't have anything else to record on just yet. I'm thinking about upgrading my PC at some point. I see a little secret over here, so let's just blow up that secret and grab our first active item, Wings of Haste. We have nothing else, so we grab it. You can now have one active item in the game. That's new in this demo, and if you want to grab another one, you're gonna have to well, you're gonna lose the one you have currently, but you're swapping them. So you can swap between them. You can go back as long as you're in this dungeon. If you move to the next level, the item you had is gone. And some of these items will only spawn and appear once per game. So yeah, make good decisions. Like now I have the haste, which allows me to run a lot faster. But I can also grab the panic button, which is cool. It will allow me to transport back to a safe room. But we're still in only dungeon 2, so I'm pretty sure I'm safe anyway. I don't need that button yet. There will be more information on these items in the game. Right now it's just all being implemented quickly, and information is there but not there. You can, however, check the Orangepixel website, as there's already a little Wikipedia page that will tell you which items are in the current demo and what they do. So make sure to check that support page on the Orangepixel website. And let me see, I don't have keys, I can't enter the treasure room. I still find it very hard to play the game and talk to you at the same time. But There's a lot of streamers that do this, so it can't be that difficult. Just a little practice, I guess. Good thing that I actually know what to do in my own game, so it's not gonna be too much of a surprise. I'm just gonna play a little bit and maybe cut some out here and there, because later levels are gonna be a lot more tense than this one. And sorry if you hear the keys and everything. I don't have a setup for streaming and things like that. I usually do normal videos, so for me this is not normal, but I hope you enjoyed anyway. I don't have a lot of time to do this week's video, and I wanted to upload something up here on this channel, and I wanted to show the game. I'm very excited about the game. Perseverance, always good. All my weapons will now penetrate more enemies, or multiple times one enemy, or if they pass. Oh yeah, I also added this to the game, which don't go too fast or you'll be squashed. So a boss room, I don't have the boss key, so I'm doing this all for nothing and have to go back all the way. Luckily I have Wings of Haste, so especially the elf can run a little bit faster. I see the secrets. I think they're I don't know, they're very apparent if you know where to look for you. But on the other hand, that's kind of cool to have, I guess. I do want to help the player reach the end, so yeah, there are secrets, but most of them can be found. So maybe, I think Binding of Isaac also had a super secret room. Maybe I'll also add that one. Amulet of Rapid Fire. I'm gonna swap my item for it. The elf is already pretty fast in running anyway, and now I can shoot twice as fast at things. So that means a lot more bullets and a lot faster kills and a lot more loot. And of course I need loot to then upgrade my skills and my weapon. You'll notice that loot is disappearing pretty quickly. There are upgrades for that as well. You just need to hope that you run into them and then grab them so that the loot will linger on a lot longer. The loot finder will make that happen. I picked up one. This one I can't afford. I can't afford this one. Oh, but the heart container I can, which is probably the most important one anyway. So one extra heart container, thank you. Still no keys and nothing else, so we're gonna go to the boss room because we do have the boss key right now. So that's back through the hallway, and hope we survive. We don't have Wings of Haste, so let's just take it one step at a time. There we go. All right, boss room, here we come. There are currently only 2 bosses in the game, but I did change them so that if you encounter them the next time, they will be stronger, have more energy and health. So they are slowly becoming more difficult to kill, but they're still only 2 of the same bosses, same attack waves. There will be more, I just haven't gotten around to adding those to the game yet. Been working so much on the item system and all that. Grab the master key. Yeah, I just love the master key. It's such a simple item. It doesn't do much except it allows me to open treasure rooms at treasure chests, even if I don't have keys, tiny keys. So we're gonna go back to the treasure room and hope there's something there, because we can now open it. The map, also new in this demo, we now have a proper map, and there is quick travel added, but for that I need to find the compass. So let's see if I can find the compass, maybe in the treasure room. I'm not sure. Would be cool to have. No, another heart container. Not bad, but I was hoping for something more interesting right now, which would make the video a lot more interesting. So let's continue back to the boss room. We defeated him, so we can just... Oh, again, I forgot about these things. Okay, no problem. Haven't been hit by them, so... on to the next dungeon. Let's kill some enemies, let's grab some stuff, and I'm just gonna rush it a little bit, so taking some risks here and there, but I can have it. I mean, I have 2 extra heart containers, so knife. I usually put certain weapons in the same spot. That doesn't mean it's the best spot to place them, but I like them there, or I got used to having them there. So the sword is always there. I always or usually have knives at my back, throwing out of my back. That's weird. You know what I mean. So I have the same setup often, and I'm thinking about probably doing some interesting settings that certain setups or combinations of weapons, or like having arrows in all directions, if you can manage that, would be extremely cool. Maybe that will like unlock a super elf character, or the king of the elves, or give you extreme superpowers, or a special arrow, something like that. It's currently not in the game, so you can try to do that, but it's not gonna give you anything. And I'm also gonna be doing some combination weapons. So if you have an arrow at level 4 and you connect it, or you try to mount a magic on it, it will certainly become a magic arrow, or an arrow of flame and fire, or whatever. I still have to come up with those ideas, but there will be some sort of combination weapons. I just haven't gotten around to them. Like I said, the demo is extremely far and playable, but there's so much stuff that I can still and want to add to the game. It's insane. Book of Magic obtained. That's cool. That means my magic is leveled up, my magic weapons. And what do we have here? We have 58 coins. Yeah, I don't need that. This could be... Yeah, let's just go with this one. Of course, I don't have to buy anything, but we live in a world where people like to consume things. So yeah, we're buying stuff. I have a key, so why didn't I enter the treasure room before? I have a master key. Book of skills. Now all my weapons have been upgraded with a level, so that's pretty cool. I'm getting more and more powerful. And luckily the current demo only has these type of critters and no other different enemies or attack forms or waves. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get very far without dying. Balancing is still something that has to be done constantly, as I'm adding new weapons, creating new bosses, creating new enemies. There's constantly going to be some balancing act to make sure the player doesn't get overpowered, and it's still going to be fun and challenging. I'm looking for the secret room. I got an idea, it's somewhere around here, but now not every level has a secret room, but most levels do. I'm not finding it. Alright, that's a waste of time and a waste of this video's time. So yeah, let's just quickly go back to where we were. We already passed this one. Alright, here we go. And as you can see, as deeper you go into the dungeon, more stuff is being introduced to the rooms. Now we have these things, and there are a couple of other new surprises in this version of the demo. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting for people to run into those things for the first time if they don't expect it. Oh, the dungeon is much bigger than I thought, so we have more rooms and more chance for a secret area somewhere. Because I want more items and stuff. Alright, still not clearing the room. Come on. Loot attraction, the loot magnet. So loot will be flying towards me a lot faster and longer. I can have more distance between me and loot and still grab it, which is pretty cool. The more I have of that, the better. So some items will appear multiple times as they increase or improve your stats, while other items are only showing up once. And then of course there are some items that are very rare, and then there are items that are more common. And, it's been an interesting thing building that system, and it's pretty cool to see how it works. Grab Horn of Boreas, which is a weapon and would replace my master key, but I'm pretty healthy and I'm pretty powerful. I think I can do without it for now. In later levels these weapons become more interesting, but in the early levels I find these keys and such little trinkets much easier and much more interesting, because it allows me to gear up, open doors that I couldn't open without keys. And the master key will just open every treasure room I encounter. So more chance of leveling up and getting interesting stuff. Magic X, I don't have anything there. I could level up this one, or I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I want more weapons over there. Again, a weapon, it's interesting, but no thanks, not interested. All right, still don't have the compass. There are so many cool items, but some runs you're gonna be running into, well, you're gonna be running into cool items, and the other run you're just gonna have to do with like the dash boots, which are fun to have, but maybe not as cool to show in this video. Kind of useful though. You can really bump against enemies and they will be damaged by it, so it gives you an extra way of dealing with enemies. And there are more items coming. Also been introducing a bunch of things from the original Heroes of Loot games, so certain things are now in the game, and there are still more coming. Like invisibility cloak is still missing. It was in both the first two games, and it should really be in this game as well. So that's coming as well, invisibility cloak, and I have to just dig through those older games and see which items I put in there and which items I can bring back to this version of Heroes of Loot. Going great, but I'm really looking for more items. There should also be tiny treasure chests, but I already noticed that they don't spawn as much as I would like them to spawn. So that's something I'm going to be tweaking. I haven't seen one at all, and we're in Dungeon 4 already. And not a tiny treasure chest found or seen or spotted. And those also drop interesting items, so there should be more of those spawns here and there. I knew this was coming. This time I was actually aware of it, so taking it easy and sliding through it. Alright, treasure room. Again, why did I open it? I have a master key. Book of Elves. I'm powering up like a maniac, but I'm not getting interesting items, which frustrating for the video, but pretty cool for the game, because it would mean I would get a very good run. I'm just extremely powerful right now, with all my weapons leveling up multiple times already. I would just wish anybody would give me some cool items for it. Maybe I should be able to trade something. Maybe like add a trading center or a room where you can then trade some of your weapons or one of your weapons for a very special item. Oh, this is a pretty cool idea actually. Somebody write it down or drop it in the comments so I don't forget about it. Have some sort of trading shop room type thingy where you can just trade one of your items or one of your weapons for something else. That would be cool. And then the offer would be made, and you wouldn't be able to decide which weapon, because it's a lot more interesting to a player to have the you can get this cool item, but only if you give me your level 5 arrow. That would be pretty interesting. Would you do it and then lose a bunch of firepower for that one special item? Oh, and here we have a tiny treasure chest. Well, a coin. All it gave me was a coin. Alright, somebody print a t-shirt. I found a treasure chest and all it gave me was a coin. I don't need bombs, not using them that much. I could use a loot magnet or just level up even more. That's probably the most sensible thing to do. Level up. And then we go towards the exit. Boss room, here we come. Did I find a secret room? I haven't found a secret room yet. Oh, well, let's first just get rid of this one. Again. We can take him. He's a lot stronger than he was, but so are we. So, my arrow. I'm gonna place an extra arrow over here because it just looks so amazing. I also changed the look of arrows. Every level it has, so level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I think, all have different visual style to it. Same for the axe. The other weapons still have to be done. I'm gonna replace my key for the hourglass. Yeah, I think it's time. The dungeons are getting, the enemies are getting stronger. I think it's time to replace it and have some extra firepower. Now I'm gonna find that secret room? It has to be somewhere. Whoa, somewhere. Has to be somewhere. Not over here. There is some logic to it. I'm not gonna spoil it just yet, but yeah, hopefully people will figure it out pretty soon and will share it, so I don't have to share it. But I might add it eventually in a spoiler page on the support page or something. We'll see. And there we go. The bomb and the panic button. No, I don't want a panic button. All this traveling and for nothing. So the traveling isn't needed every time as long as you can find a compass. Then you can just quickly travel the map. Sadly, I haven't found the compass, so I'm just again wasting time in this video. Hopefully I cut out a lot of stuff. I've been talking non-stop and I've been recording for how many minutes? 21 minutes. Oh, this is already a good video. I'm probably gonna cut out some stuff, or have cut out some stuff here and there. I don't want the video to be too long, and I'm just looking for some cool moments. I just dropped oh no, we could grab the key again, but no, I'm gonna go. Why am I dropping bombs? I'm pressing the wrong buttons. This is a waste of bombs. Why? So let me just show you the hourglass, but maybe I should have done a better timing for it and not when the screen is empty. So items need charging up, and as you can see at the bottom, at the top left, this one needs to be charged up with blue diamonds. And we're still not there, and once you picked it up or charged it up, you can actually activate these items. And it does its thing, which depends on, no, I don't, I want an arrow over here. And I think that's it. Let's go to the treasure room. We have a key. Let's see what it, the compass, finally, the mythical compass. See, it's real. We can now travel to visited rooms. Of course, we only have one, but this is gonna help me save a lot on grinding, which is great because the levels are getting bigger and bigger and I want more and more stuff. So I need to travel a lot, and I don't want to grind everything, and I don't want to run through the same corridors a few times if there's nothing there to kill or find anymore. So the compass is a lifesaver. Perseverance, also good. We have the hour again, so we can slow down time, and now they're not moving thanks to the hourglass item. It needs a little special effect because right now you haven't even seen me use it, so that's coming. But I just used the hourglass. I just stopped and paused everybody around me and killed them all. Sorry, that's just, yeah, a big coin. Whoop-de-doo. More coins, more money. An axe. Oh, we can level up you, or we can level up you. All right. You will notice that it's a good idea to put weapons at your back pretty early on in the game, because a lot of the time you'll be running away from enemies, and being able to shoot behind you makes just a lot of sense if they are behind you. So yeah, first weapons I mount will usually be mounted on the back, so that I can actually shoot in two directions. And magic, I usually place magic diagonally because it bounces off walls, and if it shoots diagonally it will bounce a lot more, so it also makes more sense. But I might change those type of things. Let's go over here and see what's up in the north. More enemies, more bombs. Let's just drop a bomb because we got so many bombs. Let's use them. And we got another bomb. And we got another kill. And come on guys, let me just grab your loot and get to the next room. These guys keep coming. Amazing. Right, chest. And what does it contain? We have 3 keys. Yeah, show me. Book of skills. I'm usually more lucky with the items I'm gaining, but alright. This is just one of those rounds that I'm getting mostly bombs and level up stuff and not the cool items. And very obvious secret room. Not sure why I used 2 bombs on it, but Amulet of Rapid Fire. Haven't I seen you before? But I don't need you. Or I actually, yeah, let's go with that. Sorry, Hourglass. It's been fun ride, but right, Rapid Fire, as you can see, does a lot more damage. We have twice the amount of bullets on screen now, and I know it gets messy, but if you're playing it on your own, and if you're controlling the character at least, you really know what's going on. Most enemies are not shooting, and those that are very visual in their shots, like the fireballs from the imp and the purple thingies. So it somehow works to just not get hit or confused about who's shooting who and where the bullets are. And well, that's a very quick room. I'm getting sloppy with my loot as well. I'm just forgetting loot. And there's no real end to the demo right now, so I could go on and on and on, as there's no end goal just yet. Also, the balancing is still off. I mentioned this before, although I might have cut that out. The balancing is still off. In case I haven't mentioned it before, the balancing is still a bit off. I'm working on it, I'm changing it, new enemies are coming in, and then I have to rework it again. So yeah, it's an ongoing process, but it's pretty cool because I need to play test a lot of it, and that means that I get to play the game a lot. We got a room over here, and that's why I love the compass. I can quickly go there. It's the shop we haven't met. Oh, but again, where are my cool items? Alright, level up everything. This is like a no-brainer, honestly. Just the Book of Elves or the Book of Skills. Skills will... I'm not sure why... Well, that happens. That happens. Let's go back to the boss room. Let's leave this dungeon behind. And I think I'm gonna wrap up the video here. And hope I gave an interesting impression of the game or the demo. It's still very much in development, very early days. But it's extremely playable, and that's usually a good sign for a game. And look at all those weapons flying on. Ooh. Alright, grab Wings of Haste. Nah, we had that one. I'm done. Let's exit this joint. Let's leave it at this, and let's quit the game. I'll stop the recording over here. Hope everything was recorded this time, because it was the second take, and I'm gonna end the video also because I really have to pack my bag and leave. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below, hop on the Discord, come say hi, because I'll be back from my little tiny vacation by the time this video goes live. So come say hi, come tell me what you think about the demo, and I will see you next week. All right, bye.